Good morning, student. I am your science teacher. Today we will continue our topic, chapter motion and time. We have in our last session we have talked about the graph. So today we will continue the graph. What are the interpretation of the graph is there? So pay attention while I am reading and put your fingertips on the first line. Now let us again consider the motion of the bus that took Paheli and her friends to the picnic. We will talk about the bus average. The distance covered and the time taken by the bus as shown in the table 13.5. The total distance covered by the bus is 80 km. It is 80. If we decided to choose a scale 1 km is equal to 1 centimeter. Now what happened? We shall have to draw an axis of length 80 centimeter. This is not possible on a sheet of paper. On the other hand, a scale 10 km is equal to 1 centimeter would require an axis of length only 8 centimeter. Okay, the scale is quite convenient. However, the graph may cover only a small part of the graph paper. The graph paper will be taken very small. Some of the points to be kept in mind while choosing the most suitable scale for drawing a graph. We have to choose the scale. Now, the difference between the highest and the lowest value of each quantity, the intermediate value of each quantity, so that with the scale chosen it is convenient to mark value on the graph and to utilize the maximum part of the paper which the graph is to be drawn. Now suppose that you have given a graph paper of size 25 by 25 centimeter. One of the scale which meet the above condition can accommodate the data of the table could be distance is equal to 5 km is equal to 1. What we will assume this, okay, and time will be 6 minutes is equal to 1 centimeter. Can you now draw the distance time graph for the motion of the bus? Yes. Is the graph drawn you the similar to the shown? Now distance time graph provide a variety of information about the motion. We will take the motion. How we will draw it? Now when compared to the data represented by a table, for example table 13.5 give the information about the distance moved by the bus only at some definite time interval. On the other hand, from the distance time graph, we can find the distance moved by the bus at any instant of the time. We can justify the any instant of time. Suppose we want to know how much distance the bus had travelled at 8:15 am. We mark the point corresponding to that time. We have to mark it. On the x-axis, suppose this point is A. This point is A. Next, we draw a line perpendicular to the x-axis to the y-axis at a point. We then mark the point T on the graph at which this perpendicular line intersects it. Next, we draw a line through the point T parallel to the x-axis. This intersects the y-axis at the point B. The distance corresponding to the point B on the y-axis, OB, gives us the distance in kilometer covered by the bus at 8:15 am. How much is this distance in kilometer? Can you now help Paheli to find the distance moved by the bus at 9:45 am. Yes, with the help of this interpretation of the graph, we can easily calculate the time. Can you also find the speed of the bus from a distance time graph? Yes. So in this manner, we will get acknowledge how we plot the graph. And I will give you the diagram of the graph that you have to paste in your notebooks. Any query, then you can ask me. Have a good day.